doesn't do any good talking about my problems. Besides, Abby's going to need me to be strong for her.
No,
so
what Abby
there's no
needs
use
you to
even
be
talking
is
about it.
you. Trust me, 'cause she misses you too.
Well, that's what she says.
Well, listen to her.
You know, it's like one day I got it all under control, all the anger and the hostility, and I can keep it under wraps, and then something happens, and I can't keep my mouth shut, and hell, the woman I love is being tried for murder, and half the time my mind's not even with her, it's with my little boy.
Well, that's nothing to feel guilty about, Rick. You're allowed to miss your child.
I miss him with everything that's inside of me. And you know what the real irony is? He was never mine to begin with. Not only that, he's being parented by one of the finest men I've ever met, the finest, and I can't seem to stop picking fights with Ross. Every time I get a chance, I pick a... What's that all about?
You want my two-bit analysis?
Well, it's never stopped you.
You are spinning around out of control. You got so much going on in your head that you can't see straight. You've got to find a way to just let down a little bit.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Oh, I didn't say it was easy.
It's impossible.
No, it's not impossible, and it's exactly what you got to do. Man, you got to focus. You got to decide what's important, and you got to keep your eye on the prize.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are a lot of things that are important in my life right now.
Forget about it. Just forget about this for a second. When was the last time that you remember laughing? Really laughing?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Just take a second. It's not a test. Just think about it.
Thanks. I guess it was with Abby. It was at the house. We were near the fireplace.
What were you talking about?
Her childhood, and I was telling her stories about you and me in prep school and the time we got detention for half a year.
You didn't tell her why.
Oh, yeah. I told her that you mooned old Miss Johnson from the back of the pickup
That was
truck.
your idea.
Hey, we didn't get in trouble because we showed her my idea.
Hey, Miss Johnson.
She went right off the road. She went right off the road. I couldn't. I was sick.
See? It's not that hard.
You're right. Now that you fixed me, what can I do for you?
Don't worry about me. You just take care of you, okay?
Thanks, pal. I mean it. I get back to the hospital.
I'll go with you.
All right.
Gotta talk to Lillian. Maybe we'll see Miss Johnson on the way.
I doubt it.
Force my parents to come here from Goshen and sit in court and listen to the terrible thing that I have done. I don't know if I can take this anymore. I just don't know if I'm strong enough.
Abby, you are strong enough. You're probably the strongest person I know, and now you're going to be even stronger because you have all of us. We're not going to let Ben Warren do this to you.
That's right. You know, Jen and I haven't had much luck finding information about his past to use against him, but we will. Don't worry.
Just because he doesn't have a criminal record doesn't mean that he hasn't got a whole line of bloody fingerprints behind him.
Or broken hearts. I'm sure there's more than one woman out there in this world that would be ready to hang him with us.
We have thought of that, and I'm working that angle.
I don't know how any woman could stand to be near him. He's so slippery and conceited.
Unfortunately, all the slippery, conceited bachelors tend to have at least 4 or more women lined up to learn the lesson the hard way.
She's right. Even Beth Raines. Never mind.
No. Now, Reva, you don't get to do this to me. What about Beth?
Blake and I saw Beth at the Towers Club with Ben Warren, and she looked like she was enjoying herself.
Oh, good. Well, good. I hope she enjoys herself. I do. I hope that she enjoys herself so much that she forgets all about Philip.
I'm glad you're here. I made those phone calls.
Calls? What calls? Beth, what is going on?
Ben's just helping me find a job, that's all.
That's all?
It's nothing, really, Mom.
You're staying in town?
Yes.
Well, when were you going to tell me?
I was going to tell you today. Aren't you happy?
Well, yes, I'm thrilled, of course, that my daughter and granddaughter are going to be staying, but do you think this is a good idea?
I'm positive, Mom. It'll be great. You'll see.
You and I are going to have some talk, young lady.
Of course. I didn't know that you and my mother knew each other.
Oh, I make it a point to meet all the beautiful women in town.
You're good, but I'm not going to talk to you because I am very fond of Abigail Bloom. All right?
Believe me, Mrs. Raines, my prosecution of Abigail Bloom is nothing personal. I keep the lines between my professional and personal lives very clear.
What's going on here? I thought you were working hard on my perfume.
Vanessa, just stop by to say hello.
You're very lucky to have someone of Michael's caliber working for you. You'll excuse me. I have to go. I have to meet Matt.
Okay.
You know, she has some nerve turning her nose up to me, but why is that surprising considering her relationship with Josh and Reva?
You know, Annie, that's enough. I'm grateful for this job, but I will not be spoken to as some flunky, and you can keep your negative opinions about my friends to yourself.
Well, Michael, it seems as though you want to quit.
Well, I've got to get to Harley's.
I still haven't found out enough information about you.
You don't need to know my ancient history.
Yes, I do. How'd you marry Tammy's father?
Well, that's a question I've asked myself 1,000 times, and I can't seem to come up with a really good answer. It was pretty bad from beginning to end. Only good thing to come out of it was Tammy.
That I understand.
I met him when I was a senior in high school. And I grew up going from one foster home to another, so I never really had any experience with men. And when this good-looking, fast-talking bad boy came along, I fell hard and fast. I was 17 years old, you know? Raging hormones and no experience.
So you married him?
Yeah. Pretty dumb, huh? I think he tried at first. But then after Tammy was born, he got restless. And when Rob got restless, he got in trouble. So
he started to deal drugs.
big time. And I guess I was just too dumb and young to see it.
No, I'm sorry you went through all that.
It's over. It's finally over. And now I feel like I have a second chance.
Well, I know what you're talking about, second chances, because before I met you, my life was just on the wrong track. You know, I didn't know where I was going.
Really?
Really. And you talk about this new life that you have, and I want to be part of it. I want to be a big part of it.
I didn't tell your mother about the kiss, Dinah, because I didn't want to break